Breakups are hard to do, but imagine being divorced. You're a man, you love your wife, you love your family, you're willing to do anything that you can to get your wife back. But the reality is that your wife is done with you. And no matter how much you love her or how much you want to be her friend, she's just not going to be into you, no matter how hard you try.
Would you say you two are in a good place right now, or able to maintain a friendship? Or
Oh yeah, we're still in the same house and we're maintaining a friendship. And I'm trying to get my wife back. I have to show her that though. Hopefully I can show her while we're there together before, and hopefully she doesn't complete the process. But I'm changing in hopes that she will.
Eventually, you must accept it as it is and move on. Your wife has somehow graduated from marriage.
You know, my marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Cory some beautiful, amazing children.
Yeah.
And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation.
There you are, left to build back your life on your own. For many years, you've stuck with this woman, your kids inside the same house. Now you're transitioning to rebuild your life all over again. But as time goes on, things get better. Opportunities come, friends come, different people, and life isn't so bad. Each day is hard, but you get better and better, and you realize that you're finding your own individuality after the breakup, after the divorce. Give yourself a round of applause. But your ex-wife, who divorced you, doesn't seem like she's getting along all that well. It seems like you're still on her mind, although nobody is talking about her. Fast forward! This is the case of Cory Hardrict and Tamera Mowry. We all know it by now, and that's exactly what happened. Cory Hardrict wanted to stay with his wife. He loved his kids.
It's love, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. Okay, I love my beautiful family. Love my kids, love my wife. I love all you guys. Just know that. It's all love, okay?
But as you know, couldn't save him. And in 2022, in October, she filed for divorce. Cory had a very, very tough time getting back to where he was.
Because, you know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough. He's strong, but you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that.
Yeah.
Nobody see that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you live 5 minutes away from your babies, you know what I'm saying? Because people who know Cory Hardrict know that his kids and his family was everything to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm stronger than I thought I was.
Yes.
I'm really stronger. And that by the grace of God, it's like I'm here and I'm still going.
But astonishingly, he did even better than what he was when he was with her. And he started doing well in a very unique way. His success was not predicated about talking about her. He never mentioned her on social media. He talked about her that one time during the divorce, and that was just one time. He went on with Tyler Perry, started making some more money, and just enjoyed his new single life. But Tamera Mowry is not like that. Everything that she does is so attached still to Cory Hardrict, and she's still even crying about the divorce until this day.
The family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household. And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
We're about to go to Daddy's house now. Being alone has been the most challenging part of my divorce. It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close and I could, you know, pick up the phone and call her.
You see, what this has become is basically a cash grab for Tamera Mowry. You see, she doesn't have the talent that Cory Hardrict does, obviously, and she just can't earn any money without selling this pity-style divorce story that she keeps repeating over and over and over again. You know, if it's not one of those, you know, I'm divorced and I'm having a hard day testimonial, then what she's doing is talking about how bad the dating market is, how bad these dates were, X, Y, and Z. The reality is that a lot of ladies like Tamera Mowry thought it was going to be so much easier without a good husband. And then they figure out that the guy really didn't need you as much as you thought he did, and he starts being very successful. You see, Tamera Mowry is really obsessed with Cory Hardrict because she felt that without her, he wouldn't amount to much. But that is a fatal mistake that many ladies make. And I always tell this story about this brother that I knew about from Oakland, California. Storytime music! This was a brother that was married to a very pretty lady out of Oakland. He was going to school to become a firefighter, but she wanted a divorce, mainly because she started an affair with an older broke guy who was club hopping and didn't have his life in order. But for whatever reason, she felt that this guy would be a lot better than her current husband, who was unemployed but finishing fire school academy. So they had a daughter together, and the brother was begging her. He was like, baby, listen, please. I know things are tough right now, but I'm about to graduate fire school. Like, I'm gonna be a fireman, and you know we're gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna buy you a house, take care of my daughter, just stick with me. She was like, no, you need to get out. So he did, okay? Went back and stayed with his parents until he finished school. And of course, not too long after, the relationship with this other guy was announced. And she did it on Facebook too, so it was really throwing salt in the wounds. This guy had so much emotional intelligence, he didn't respond to it. Now that would have been different for me, because stop the show, your boy is petty. But he continued to develop himself, and that was it. Now, he graduated the fire academy, and all she did was piss him off to the point that he really wanted to become successful. And women can do that. You don't know how many times a woman has motivated a man by hurting his feelings to just be better than what he was before, and just to prove to you that he doesn't need you. And that's exactly what happened. He got remarried, the wife looked better than the other wife, and then basically they bought a brand new house, I believe somewhere in Pittsburgh, California, or Concord, California, somewhere like that. While her life started to diminish. And then, she started making it very difficult for his daughter to see her. It was a big problem. She didn't want her around the new wife. And her life just continued to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle and get much worse. You see, the reality is that Tamera Mowry is going down that same path right now. The husband played it cool and was a class act. And because he was a class act, he was blessed in the process, although Tamera Mowry was acting very immature about the situation. And she still needs the guy. She's still grifting off the guy. You divorced the guy 2 years ago. You're still making money off of the guy, talking about how, sad music. Oh, how sad you are. I thought we were going to be together forever as a couple. No, you didn't mean that, because if you did, you wouldn't have divorced the guy and you wouldn't use him for clickbait. The man wanted to stay with you and stay married to you, but you didn't want that because you wanted to push how you can overcome being a single mom. But you got what you wanted. You wanted a single mom, and you wanted to drop your kids off to his dad, and that's what they do now. He doesn't want you anymore. He sees how much better his life is without you, and then there you are leading your audience down the wrong path of becoming just like you, being miserable, being immature, and then being unaccountable, and in some cases, incompetent. And unfortunately, a lot of beautiful ladies who, if they think like Tamera Mowry, they're going to end up the wrong way. You're going to basically be preparing your man to deal with somebody else. You might not like it, but that's the reality of what it is. And you don't really appreciate things until they're gone. And when you go out there in the dating market and you believe you deserve better, well, you have to be able to prove it. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I'm going to be honest. So many men or women can't prove that they are what they deserve. Because if you deserved it, you would have it. Like the famous philosopher Manny Fresh said, if you could, you would. You ain't, so you can't. That's pretty much Tamera Mowry right now. And if ladies don't follow suit, that will be them. Many ladies will be them. And like I said, marriage is not easy. I'm sure it requires a lot of commitment. But ladies, don't prepare your husband or your ex-husband to be somebody else's perfect man like Tamera Mowry did. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.